The 2015 NBA playoffs is not nearly matching the competitiveness and the drama that the 2014 version did. Hello, welcome to your FanDuel NBA and MLB previews for Sunday, April 26. And I'd like to say there's some bracket busters going on in the NBA. That is not the case. Golden State closed out New Orleans yesterday. Memphis has a seemingly insurmountable 3-0 lead on the Trailblazers. The one good series I can offer you and Game 4 is tonight. It's the Spurs-Clippers. The Rockets will be trying to close out Dallas today. Remember, Mark Cuban says the Rockets wouldn't be much without James Harden. Brooklyn won Game 3. At least they're giving Atlanta some resistance. The Wizards could close out Toronto today. Same with Cleveland and Boston. Milwaukee did win a game last night. Derrick Rose got lost in the last second.
Middleton guarded by Butler down there. Dudley up top. Okay, it's got a clean touch.
Brian Anderson with the call at Turner Sports. So that's how the 8 series are shaping up right now. So this will be the last day that you will have 4 games on the docket. And I have gone with several versions of this lineup. I had one where I really stacked up Houston-Dallas after 130-128 the other night. I decided not to, and I'm also leaving out a lot of high-priced talent, which might bite me on. I'm going without LeBron, going without Chris Paul, going without Harden, going without Blake Griffin, which leaves me with John Wall, who has stepped it up thus far. 32 assists in his last 2 games on the Raptors, 30-51, 7, 46-5. So I'm going to go with him. Paredes, he obviously universally owned salary cap play. As FanDuel continues not to update salaries. Brad Beal, you see the GT game time decision flag. It's a bone bruise, nothing to see here. He'll play, and he has had a solid series. He's gone over the 30-point mark in each of the first 3 games. Monta Ellis, he went nuts the other night, 54-9. That was one of the huge games. Kawhi Leonard, Spider-Man. He has been huge, 33, 39, 47. He's peaking in the playoffs again. Otto Porter, this just to fit the salary in. Hope for 20 from him. Kevin Love, at some point I figure I have to play him. I really want to get Kyrie Irving in. I'm just worried about one of his 50-point outings. He's due for one, but Love is okay. I also thought Dirk Nowitzki was huge the other night. A lot of people were huge in that game. Josh Smith was huge in that game, yeah. So he's not being handled with kid gloves like in the regular season. He went over 50 the other night. So there's a lot of ways to go with this, which is actually good. And Dwight Howard coming off a 26 rebound performance. He's back. So there's John Wall, Barea, Beal, Ellis, Leonard, Otto Porter, Kevin Love, Josh Smith, Dwight Howard. And I have a lot of baseball to get to. Messed up last night. The deadline snuck up on me, and I realized I had several players that I had in the lineup who were not starting. So that's what I spent the last several minutes doing, and that gave meant I had no time to research some things. I really recommend going to Fantasy Alarm and checking out the MLB playbooks, which typically doesn't come out till just a few hours before game time, so I can't give you the ones for today. And if I had looked at it, I would have realized they are high on Andrew Susac of the Giants right now. Would start on 27 other teams. You're starting to see the Giants toggle Buster Posey between catcher and first base to get Susac into the lineup. Sure enough, he went yard last night. Brandon Belt will be the loser in this. He's going to be losing some playing time. He and Susac will be splitting things, I figure, for the foreseeable future. And then Jimmy Paredes went, it's impossible to pass up on DraftKings. While he was pretty good in FanDuel as well. 4 for 4, homered. I don't know, I would have probably looked at Pedroia, who had a great track record on the Orioles starter. So that was a few. Justin Maxwell, he went huge. Probably my play. Yeah, he went yard too. I missed on all of that. It just pissed me off. But Matt Duffy, I got in there, and he didn't do anything. I stuck Colton one in. He got a RBI triple, scored on a bad throw. That was highlight of his night. Didn't do much there. And then nothing you could do about this, but Adam Wainwright, and I hate to say it, but I think this is significant. His Achilles got him jogging to first base after popping up while at bat. Here's another case for the universal DH in the National, American and National League. It's got to happen, those Achilles things. I mean, it could have happened, fielding a grounder or something as well, but it's a shame because Cardinals, through 16 games, have the best best ERA of any team in franchise history, dating back to 1943. So that's some pretty suspensions handed down, and the Kansas City White Sox fracas, which won't affect too much. Yordano Ventura's sitting 7 games, so he'll have a start pushed back. Lorenzo Cain suspended 2 games. You know the drill. They're going to appeal these suspensions until, Kelvin Herrera needs a blow or Lorenzo Cain needs a blow. Then they'll serve their suspension. Sale, who tried to get into the Royals clubhouse during the 8th inning to get a piece of Yordano Ventura or anyone else he could find, he was suspended 5 games. Samardzija for 5 games. Also just be served after a regularly scheduled start. Nothing much, much impact there. Another thing, we got weather reports, but then there was problems with the game in Baltimore, the Red Sox-Orioles game. Civil unrest erupted as the day went on with protest over a man who died in the hands of police custody recently, and that spilled over into the Camden Yards area. I would expect today, day game today, I would expect that to be played, but something else to keep in mind. Miguel Cabrera walked 4 times in his game. Trevor Bauer, food poisoning. He had his start pushed back a couple days. Ben Zobrist, he's out for a while. Dodgers closer, Joel Peralta, temporary closer, he's gone down. They'll be looking for a closer for the next few weeks until Kenley Jensen gets back. And Adrian Gonzalez, he just owns the San Diego Padres at this point. Nothing to say there. Nothing much more to say there. So that leads us to today. This is just what I'm going with. Chris Archer, I can give you a nice little tidbit on... I'm hating Yahoo Sports these days. You can't get to the front page, and there's a bunch of Barack Hussein Obama propaganda. The sports dash, because nobody clicks it now, they put it on the front page. But Chris Archer, as far as a combined rate between ground ball outs and strikeouts, he ranks second to Felix Hernandez. That's a nice little tidbit there. And another little here's Yahoo's clicks for Sunday. They like Drew Pomeranz for 5,900. That's your cheap play among pitchers. That's interesting. I know, like Mark Trumbull, Neil Walker, Chris Young, Carlos Gonzalez, Justin Maxwell. I'm going against Coors Field. I don't like the weather reports. Jack Peterson's hitting 8th. Longoria, I do have. Brandon Crawford, Bryce Harper, that's who they have. As for me, Salvador Perez, 2,900. Programming note, the Royals and White Sox have to complete a suspended game from the other night. They were rained out Saturday. I expect Perez to go ahead and start the regularly scheduled game as well. He's a workhorse among catchers. Chris Archer, if the other option, Lance Lynn against the Brewers, Gio Gonzalez against the Marlins, those two would work as well. So we have all 15 games in place, so that's good. In that Colorado weather report, according to AccuWeather, I see rain from 1 to 3 o'clock, so it's going to at least be a rain delay, I would imagine, at some point. I have Adrian Gonzalez as my first baseman. There are other options. Votto's facing... He's facing a righty, but it's kind of a rough matchup. Cabrera's down to 4,100. Abreu's down to 4,100. Also some good value plays there as well. I'm probably chasing yesterday's performance, but I got Paredes, 2,700. That's still cheap. I had Longoria for 3,000. That's a bargain. He hasn't done much with the county numbers, but he's healthy. Mark Burley, that's someone. You're gonna put balls in play if nothing else. So I'm expecting things out of Longoria today. Johnny Peralta, this is the pick on the Brewers part of it. Hanley Ramirez had a huge night last night. I'm going with him. Nelson Cruz against Gibson from the Twins. I would expect his 10th home run. That would not be a surprise. I would put him on pace for about 70-something. On pace, he'll cool down. No one would be talking on pace if he had 10 home runs in August. he's got a chance at 50. I'll give him that. And Seth Smith, lefty bat, again going against the righty on a favorable matchup. So here we go: Archer, Perez, Gonzalez, Paredes, Longoria, Peralta, Ramirez, Nelson Cruz, Seth Smith. Good luck to everyone today. I'm out.